green light. And we're at Smith Transport, Tyrone. And it's about 30 degrees outside, so I'm gonna get back in the cab. What's going on with you guys? I'm finally in a little bit of a cold, kind of like most of you guys are. Ooh, let's see if it'll stay good right there. There you go. That'll be good. What is the temp right now? Let me know if the sounds good, guys, and if the well, come on, go through your cycles. Ooh, it's not too bad. It's 42 degrees. Whoa. What's going on, Gus? Ron, what's going on? Rick Ann, how's it going, man? It's pretty good. Slept good last night at a Walmart. And now I'm just hanging out in Tyrone, Pennsylvania. But we got fan clutch problems. Barry, what's going on? Phil, Kevin, Justin Matthews. What's up, Johnny? Brian, oh, come on, phone. There you go. Big Country Trucking. There you go. Press the play button. Canada, what's going on? Charles, another Canada. Marcus, great. Oh, come on, comments. Stop going so quick. Southern Cal, man. Tyler, what's it like out there? Good morning, Mark. Bill, what's going on? God bless you too, Lewis from Denver, man. You probably got some cold. Joshua, Happy New Year to you too, man. We got New Year's Eve's tomorrow. Michael, what's going on? Daniel, Hoke 104, what's up? Fayetteville, North Carolina. How's it down there? I should be down there tomorrow if everything goes good and this fan clutch holds up for me. Johnny, yes, we want to make tank shirts. We just don't know what to do with it, man. Our merchandise guy has other accounts, so he's a little busy right now. But first of the year, we should have some new designs, some new stuff going on. Simon, evening from the UK. How you doing, man? Jimmy, what's up? Tennessee. Virginia's here. I'll be in Virginia tomorrow. Nashville's checking in. T's and P's from Nashville. That's got a bunch of different feelings on that. Just feel bad for you guys. Sorry. Southern Pennsylvania. What's up, Mike? Found you yesterday. Flyboy, thanks for stopping by, man. We're going into lockdown in UK. Dang it, man. I'm sorry. Casey, Greenwood, South Carolina. Casey, do you know a guy named Jack Stevens? He's the guy who went to CDL school with me. He lives in Ware Shoals, just north of you. Shentitati, Shanna, Katie, David. I don't know how to pronounce that, but welcome. Got snow in PA. Yeah, it's not snowing now. I checked the weather before I came up here. It was clear skies yesterday. It's a little bit cloudy now. But yeah, they got some snow. They got some snow in that big storm that they had. Frank, good morning, bud. From Boots 207. Keep between the lines. Thanks, Hitchin. Marcus, back PA, head back to NC. Come chase me. There you go. I'm going to be heavy on this one. I'm going over to Maryland for a second, dropping this off at Costco. It's a really good paying load. It's only a 2.5 hour drive time, so grab some food. I don't know what I'm going to do. I can't go watch a movie or nothing because everything's closed. But Tormore, a lot worse than you think. Yeah, T's and P's from Nashville, Simon. Yeah, that one. Did you see that one body cam footage? He walks right by the RV, goes to a squad car, takes his camera off, and boom. I was like, man, that guy was watching over you, dude, that you weren't standing right there. Simon, yeah, we're healthy and happy, man. I'm praying everyone else is too in here. You taught me know your worth. Just booked 200. There you go, man. That guy, there you go. That's the motto, man. This morning I've been 2 calls from TQL, 3 calls from JB Hunt, and who's the last one I called? It wasn't Uber. I think it wasn't Coyote. It wasn't CH, so I don't know who it would have been. Oh, Convoy. They're all loads that I was booking on or looking at yesterday. They're all trying to get them moved again today. There you go, Chaz. Getting loaded too, huh? I'm getting Dasani water. Well, that's what it looks like. That's the only thing I could see in the warehouse was a bunch of stacks of Dasani and then big paper rolls. And I'm at Smith Transport. I thought it was Stevens Transport. I was saying that in the video today, but it's Smith. Picking up Dasani, Joy. Cuts down. How you doing? I'm close to you. Hampton, Virginia. Texas, what's going on, Tom? I'm still trying to get out of Texas. JT, do you have a 500-mile range insurance, unlimited mile? It's a variable between 1,000 miles. MX big. You got to talk to your insurance guy about that. Kind of, you can pick the states you want to run too. Right now, PA is good for outbound, Mike, but it wasn't. Like 2018, 2019, there was some loads. I would be up here and it was $800 going to Atlanta. And I would just deadhead home. Like that's when the 2019 crash was happening. Everyone was just trying to keep their trucks running. So, Happy holidays, 47 in Dallas. Okay, you're just about where we're at, 42 up here. I'm trying to get towards Dallas. My grandpa lives in Kylene, which is between Dallas and Austin, so I got to get over there and see Grandpa. What's up from Los Angeles? What's going on? Very heavy load. Joy, yeah, mine's going to be a heavy load too. Johnny, sorry, I'm teasing piece your aunt. I'm COVID, man. It's a heck of a thing. I got Werner coming right at me. West Virginia, what's going on? Christopher, Hutchinson, Kansas, Greenville, South Carolina, buddy. What's going on, man? I wish I was there with you, man, with my little babies. Got to make some money. Got to pay for this shower. Pretty cool design. The guy switched it up on us. We were going to put the stones inside the nooks and on the ground, which we're still going to do the whole floor with the stones, but he had a great idea. Let the beard grow. I like it short, man. I like it short. Good, cool. I'm hopefully starting CDL school in January. There you go, Mike. Food line delivery the other day. It was okay. Once I got up into line, it was like an hour and a half, but it was just such a process getting checked in because some people had lumpers, some people didn't, some people were refrigerated, some people weren't, so it took a while, man. We started watching a couple weeks ago. Best I can get BP under control. I'll be back on the road. There you go, Acapulco, Florida. Good day from NorCal, Mitch. What up, Jimmel? Lawton, Oklahoma. I forgot what we were talking about before we went on to that subject about the unload. Come on, Werner. What are you doing? There you go. There you go. You got it. Houston, Lawton, Oklahoma. Oh, you're sliding his tandems. He's got a cool sliding tandem setup, so he never got out of his cab. He's got a switch for his tandems. So he just slid them without ever getting out the truck. I don't know what that system's called, but kind of trailers he got. He has, the doors are open so I can't see the back. I don't know what it is. That's cool. Thinking about buying a 90 Freightliner Classic with a 60. There you go, Christopher. Can't go wrong, man. T-Dubs just sent me. So our floors are getting done today. So and she says I love the color. I'm glad, T-Dubs. But the shower is the quick set setting out with the tile, and then he has to grout after. So he's getting the design set up there, and the other guy's doing the tile downstairs. So I can't wait to see it all done. The biggest reason we did the floors is because Tiki pees on them, because they used to have cats, the people that owned the house before us, and I think he smells those cats. And all the upstairs carpet was replaced, but the down wasn't. So he pees in certain areas. It drove us crazy. So we're like, let's just do I hate going to that food line, Brandon. That wasn't just that line, man. Like they should have staggered out appointment times or something so people aren't standing in the cold, especially in the winter. What's up, Philippines? I would love to come see your area, man. I want to go to the Philippines so bad. Happy wife, happy life. That's right. How do I feel about Mack trucks? I feel like the older Macks were a different company, but now Mack trucks are pretty much the same as a Volvo. But there's not many of them that I can find. They're pretty new. I love that new design they came out with in like 2018. But like they're too expensive for me right now. And that guy that I'm talking to right now about the Peterbilt in Alabama, he's starting to come around. He's starting to message me a little bit more. Happy New Year to you too, Rolf. And I see that the dog. There you go, Richard. But yeah, he's starting to message me a lot. So I think I'm even thinking going about a little bit lower on the price because he doesn't have any history. He bought the truck from. Who did he buy it from? I think he said he bought it from Lone Mountain. He's had it for 5 years. He's done like AC compressor. He's been pretty lucky with the motor, like done a couple little things here and there, but nothing catastrophic, nothing like hard inside. So what's up, Navy Freck? And I said I'll probably pop the fuel pump open. I haven't got a response from you. I'll probably pop the valve cover off, definitely, but I want to pop the fuel pump cover off and just look in there. Because if that fuel pump has that old ceramic plungers in it and it's gotten into the crank, and once your crank gets eaten up, you have to take an out of frame in. You got to take your whole block out to get your new crank, and a new crank's expensive. You're better off just buying another motor and putting it in there. But I don't want to have to do that, so I'd rather stop myself from that before. Mosaic in the back looking nice. Rest that kitties. Yeah, that's right, Gus. It's gonna look real nice. This wife and I. Oh, that's cool, Larry. I had an email from Wells Fargo, but I haven't checked my bank account to see. I think it went into her account last time, her personal check, and not our business accounts. Rodney, thanks a lot for watching, man. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to read most of these comments. I remember the Teamsters Union. No, Kevin, I'm just an independent guy out here. Do you have to don't have to deal. Yeah, you don't have to deal, Christopher. You don't, man. 99 pre-engines, you don't. So if you get a Series 60, man, that's a heck of a truck. A lot of power and good fuel mileage. It's what everyone. It's the unicorn engine out there. So I'm sticking with the newer interior. So that's why I'm trying to get the Cummins, because I've rebuilt one already, so I know it. Love to you, man. Robert from Pennsylvania, man. Good old paper logs. There you go. And you have to still have, guys, if you're new to coming out here, you still have to have a paper log book with you in the truck. So I have one up top, just in case your ELD malfunctions. You got to have that. It's a, they'll ask you for it, like when they DOT inspection. So make sure you just get a book. They sell them at all the truck stops, just $5 to $4. Mount Holly, what's going on, George? Got a paper check for the first 1,200 just 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago already, right? That's pretty cool, Michael. Ever make it to Kansas? No, I don't go out that far, David. I try not to go past like Alabama, Tennessee, Alabama, over to Virginia, North Carolina's, Tennessee. Yeah. You're going to have both trucks on the road when you get the Pete. I won't probably do the IRP on the Pete till I figure out if it's roadworthy, see what we got going on with the motor, give it a couple of tests, and then once I feel good about it, I'll probably IRP it. And then I'm thinking, I don't know, once at that point it makes sense to probably get somebody leased on, somebody that can lease onto either that truck. And the whole reason I wanted that truck is to kind of have a backup truck. So let's see what I'm going to do with it. I want to kind of just have it, go through it, clean it up, make sure everything works properly, APU's running great, all that kind of stuff, and then I'll probably use that motor and rebuild it. There goes a 579 right in front of me, little Peterbilt. Want to have that as a spare truck, just like stuff like this happens. The fan clutch on this, that's not a huge thing. Even if it goes, it's just going to sound like a jet engine and get bad fuel economy until I get it replaced, but it's a punk to replace. It's only a 10-speed Eden, but I'll get by. You can add 13 real easy, Christopher. The 13, I'm actually, when I'm going down to, I'm trying to get, God willing, that I get this load off the truck and I get back home for New Year's Eve with T-dubs. Then the next week I will try to get out. I'm definitely going to get out the, I'm already ordering the parts, the fan clutch, get off the Hey Guy in Atlanta, and go ahead and get all this done. Oh, there, look at, she's in here. I got the picture, baby. She said he didn't respond. I thought I might find you here. Yeah, T-dubs, I love that you said you love the color, so that's good, because we picked a gray tile with a little bit of brown in it because our wood floors, so we kind of mingle in. And then our wood floors have a horizontal slat like this, and so we put the other ones opposite of them, so it breaks it up a little bit. 89 Mac, dump bed, there you go, man. Trey McKinney, rubber, there you go, keep the rubber on the road, Trey. Thugsy Mag, what's up, man? Finally catching it live. Happy holidays to you too, Thugsy. Thanks for jumping in here, man. We're up here in Pennsylvania, and it's not too cold though. It's snow on the ground, but it's 42. We got a little Pete next to us, backing in from Poly Trucking. That's the kind of body style I'm looking at, but with the window up top. T-Dub says hi to everybody. Hi from Sweden. Hey, Daniel. How you doing out there? How cold is it in Sweden? Yeah, I slept good last night, though. I slept in a Walmart, real quiet. Detroit, what's going on? What area? I'm in Tyrone, Mike, and I'm going to come down 99 into over 81, and I'll be in Monrovia. Oh, is Allison in here? Get to work, Allison. There she is. Hey, Allison, what's going on? That's going to be, so you guys been meeting Allison pretty quickly here, because the fan clutch definitely mechanical is broken in there. You can hear something ticking around inside the actual mechanism. So I don't know if it's a spring in there that has broken or how the internals of it works. But as Allison and we're talking, oh, she's on lunch. Where you at eating lunch today, Allison? But it's just a punk to get your hands in there to get it out. So she was saying we might have to pull the radiator forward. Might pull the whole radiator out. Maybe we'll replace the radiator too, just so that peace of mind. Radiator's only like $800-900. If I'm gonna pull it out, might as well put a new one in there anyways. Matthew's near Baltimore. Dallas, hey, the dollar sign's ringing. Yeah. No, Allison's good people, man. She teaches me, she helps me, and she lets me turn a wrench while she feeds me her knowledge, and her dad's right there with all his knowledge. And I have to get a laptop in this truck because they can just plug in over my what's it called, hotspot, and we can run the laptop and they can tell me exactly what sensor's doing what. Wings, there you go. Oh, I want some wings. Navy Freck, we're going to be loaded with 44,000 pounds of good old Dasani water, Coca-Cola. We're at Smith Transport Warehouse in Tyrone, Pennsylvania. 5 and raining over there in Sweden, huh, Daniel? Back on the road soon, I hope. Yeah, we'll be, Dave, we're not broken down. If your fan clutch goes, hopefully you start catching the signs of it. You start hearing it turn on when it shouldn't be turning on. When your engine temps are fine, you're not climbing a big grade. Even though I was climbing Fancy Gap yesterday when it was messing up, it wasn't hot. The temp on the engine and the oil were perfect. So My truck right now, we just have 921,000 miles on it. We just passed 100,000 miles since our in-frame, and it's been doing great. Gliders are awesome, James. Everyone should have one, but they cost an arm and a leg, cost much in my house. Yes, yeah, Scott, yeah, North Carolina. If you look at my old insurance videos, his business card's in there. He does like Florida, South Carolina, Georgia, North Carolina, Tennessee. I don't know. He does like 7 states. What else we got? Who won the PS5? What was his name? He lives in Indiana. Smith, Chad Smith or something like that. But yeah, he was in the live feed, and he emailed us within like 30 seconds with all the keywords. That's awesome. Thinking about doing a like an option for either an Android tablet or iPad for the next giveaway. What do you guys think about that? Dino, thanks a lot, man. Luke, you're from Sweden too. What's up? Is that Gothenburg? Gothenburg, Sweden. What's going on? Is it raining where you're at too? Started Snyder School back in 2006. It's a good company to start with, I've heard. The Pete's going to be a 587. I think that's a 70-inch sleeper, 75-inch sleeper. Double bunk. APU's already on it. Has the exact same drivetrain as this truck. That's why I want it. And APU, the Cummins and the update. Alan, I just talked about it. Email this truck and watch. We'll send you that. Clearwater, Florida. That's where I spent my 40th birthday. Beautiful out there. What were we talking about? I forgot. Someone just asked me a question. I was going to answer that one. Oh, the Pizza 587. That's about when the fan clutch will go out. Okay, Joy. Yeah, it's about 900. Clearwater. I forgot what I was talking about. Allison says today's Dad's birthday. Oh God, I'll send him a little Facebook message. We're going to get him this afternoon. I'll video it and send it to you. There you go, Allison. Anybody want to see the shop? I guess Jerry, hope he's probably not watching the live feed. We'll throw that at the end of the video with another Hey Guy plug of Allison getting Jerry. Jerry's papa. Jerry's the brains. Jerry's the programmer. He's rebuilt every engine out there. He's the man. That's Allison's dad. New Jersey, what's up, Mark? iPad, Michael. Yeah, I think we'll do an option of, that's what I was talking about, iPad or Android. I don't think Schneider operates their school anymore. I don't know, man. 4 degrees Celsius here in Dublin, Ireland. How you doing, Dave Watts? Thanks for tuning in. That is cold. It's special because you don't have to. Yeah, Kevin, we're just trying to give back to you guys. I mean, YouTube's very fruitful for us. So it helps us do a lot of things, and we figure why not keep people interested and let them have an opportunity to win something free? Like, why not? I mean, I can't wait to see who wins that truck. I'm praying that all goes cool and somebody lives in lower 48 and they get to meet me and we can deliver it and talk about it and go for a ride in it. That'd be cool, because I'm going to love that truck by the time it's done. I mean, I love it right now, but it's going to be a fun sounding truck when it's all good. Chicago, wet and snow. Next contest, iTable. Oh, what's an iTable? I've never heard of that one. It's like a dinner table with a screen on top of it. Thanks a lot, Alphys, for just try to show you guys what I go through every day. Navy Freck, I was a WWE fan when The Rock was there and Stone Cold. I mean, I don't have time to watch much of that stuff anymore, but I'm a little bit of an NFL fan, depending on who's playing. I like certain players. I love the Cowboys, but they always just disappoint me. I just love them from being young and growing up with Emmitt Smith and Troy Aikman and all those good years. But I just like certain players to watch. Truck driving schools are down because of COVID. That's what I've heard, Joy. Other YouTube channels do I watch? I watch Joe Rogan. I watch Goon Squad. I watch Vice Grip Garage. I watch a lot of car stuff. Like of course, I'm rebuilding the OBS. I'm doing LS swap and that, which I've never done an LS swap, guys. That's why I want to do it. I kind of want to jump into that spectrum of YouTube also, because there's a lot of people on there that do different things. And the dash that I ordered, guys, $800 for this Dakota Digital dash, but they're made to order, so it's 4 weeks. So I'm glad I ordered it now, because I thought they had them on the shelf, and they're like, it's going to be 4 to 6 weeks, but probably 4. I said, okay. So that Dakota Digital dash, it's just a whole dash with outside temperature thermometer, all the gauges you want, and it's just a simple Cat 5 plug in the back with a program with a outside ECU ECM that plugs right into all your settings on your PCM from your LS, from your factory LS. So it's gonna be awesome. It should be making it a lot easier. I'm going to bring my trailer, tow it back home from SC to Texas, name it and claim it. There you go. There you go. Yeah, NFC East is crazy right now. Anybody can win that division. Oh, it's crazy. And Jalen Hurts, poor guy, he did great in Alabama. He's a hot and cold. He's sometimes he's great and sometimes he's just horrible. So boy, I pray for him. T's and P's that he does good, but he has his great games and his bad games for the Eagles. Go Green Bay. Green Bay looks great. They came out of nowhere. I mean, Aaron Rodgers has always been great, but man, they put the team together this year. What ELD do I use? I use Stone Ridge, and it plugs right in. I can unplug it right here because I'm set, but it's just a simple Stone Ridge. It plugs right into your port down there, and then it Bluetooth to your phone. So handle some of our roads. I don't know, Dave. I don't know if I can handle Dublin. UK, what's going on, Gary? Canada, Michael, what's going on? Health, Joy, thank you for your service as long as you could. I mean, there's going to be a day when I'm not going to be able to see and my blood pressure will be too high. Probably I won't be able to drive a truck anywhere. But until then, we'll try and do what we can so we can pay for these showers and stuff. Thank you, Hoke104. Happy New Year, Kevin. I've been doing tractor trailers since 2018, August. Yeah, Scania. No, they're not at all. You don't ever see them, Daniel. They're nowhere. They might have a couple in a museum or somewhere, but no. Hey, from the Netherlands, Jimmy Van. I don't know if you're the one that sent us that chocolate, but it's almost all gone. So thank you so much. YouTubers, any future? Sammy Makes Sense, Omar. That's who I watch. That's who I watched when I was in CDL school. I watched Johnny Be Good, JBG Travels. I watched Long Haul Larry. Is JBG Travels like personal mechanic, and he's his friend. He did a great video on the solenoid for the fan clutch, because every time something like this goes with the truck, I look at other people and see how they've done it, see if they've done exactly my modification, because I have the, or not modification, my setup, a Volvo with the Cummins. Soil Adam, thanks a lot, man, and thank you so much for sponsoring. Adam's trying to help. I think that's who you are, Adam, is wants to really do the fluids for the OBS swap. And I do get your emails, man. I got a lot of stuff going on, but I would love to do that with you and plug your channel, so check him out. He's got his own channel with his own kids. Soil Dave. Watch Ned and Kelly Irish Trucker. Okay. Ned and Kelly Irish Trucker. Thanks, Dave, from over there in Ireland. Southwest David, thanks a lot, man. Michael Klein, how you doing? He's our dash cam winner. Come on, folks. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks for getting the like button there. Jose de Santos, thanks a lot. Happy New Year from New Mexico, man. Love it out there. It's a beautiful country out there. Las Cruces and Albuquerque. Oh, man. Almagordo, Happy New Year from New Mexico. Greetings from India. How you doing, Sabah? Ned and Kelly. There you go. No worries, Dave. Do you ever come to Ohio? Man, I did my first year. Your guys' roads are ridiculous. It's a lot. It's a good lane. It's a great lane. All the way up there and then back down to here. There's a lot of stuff, but I'm trying to just stay the whole Pennsylvania, Florida thing. Just that 81 is so easy. What's up, Rolo Tiggs? JBG Travels, Long Haul Larry. I haven't watched Boss Man yet. I'll watch him, Amy. Florida here. What's up, Kevin? But yeah, I haven't gotten. Well, we're red light, but we haven't been moved yet, so they must be picking our load. They call it picking your load when sometimes they stage it to be ready to go into your truck, so sometimes that takes a little bit of time. And T-Dub's got me some new shirts. They're so bright. I like them. They're called Nova from Buckle, I think they are. BC Canada, what's up, Darcy? What's up, Matthew? Jim, what's going on? Frozen Northerner and CDN, there you go. Michigan, what's up, Wolverine? Oh, we're getting moved. I'm picking up in Pennsylvania. There's Just Truckle. There's T-Dubs. I am in Tyrone, Pennsylvania. Kind of a little bit off. Pittsburgh's over here. Harrisonburg's down here where the Hershey place is and the casino that T-Dubs and I go to. And then 81's kind of right in the middle. So I'll shoot down, go across 81, come into Upper Maryland, a little bit outside of D.C., right by Frederick, Maryland, drop at 4 in the morning at Costco, and then I'm going to head back to 81 and down. And then get home to T-Dubs. I might stop at a couple rest areas on the way or get some food and look for some loads, because there's a couple loads that might be picking up in Charlotte or Virginia, and I can put them on a trailer that deliver. Christopher, thanks a lot, man. Happy New Year from snowy Central Michigan. Check out the South Main Auto YouTube channel. Okay, South Main Auto. Funny and informative, just like Vice Grip. I love Vice Grip. Bama Chief, thanks. Lunch from U.S. Army veterans. Thanks for your service, guys. Thank you so much. Bama Chief. Did you clean hydraulic pumps? Do you clean hydraulic pumps? No, I don't clean hydraulics. Hey, Kevin. Hey, T-Dubs. So he got here. He pulled in right before me. Sun State did. Back then. He's starting up, so he's already loaded. So this place is quick, and I'm 2.5 hours early for my appointment. San Antonio. Taco Grease. Speaks in Taco Grease. Love you, man. Love you too, brother. Petey's Tejano hits. There you go. What's going on from Ohio? You always know your worth. You determine your minimum rate. What's my mindset? It depends on where it's at. Like this load is $1,500 on 150 miles, but it's up in these little hills and mountains of central PA, which isn't hard. It's not bad to get up here. The appointment's 4 in the morning, so you got to make sure you have a fresh clock. Since last night, you guys haven't seen it yet, but they unloaded me super early last night, 10:30 at night. My appointment wasn't until 1 o'clock today, and I was going to get there early to try getting unloaded. Just my good graces, but I went there and checked in and just said, hey, do you guys have parking on site? Because it's a huge facility, First Quality in Lewisburg, Pennsylvania. And she's like, what do you got? I'm like, I got like labels from your printing division in South Carolina. She's like, oh, go to door 29, go get unloaded. And I'm like, all right. So they unloaded me last night. I was super blessed. And then I just slept all day today and reset, and now I'm getting picked up again. Bears won't make it. Oh, Mike. Zip ties, pellets hilarious. Don't watch with the kiddies in the room. Okay, Christopher. No Parker might. Okay. Need to get a trailer. Where do you recommend? Troy, I looked kind of everywhere. Look on truck paper. I found a good trailer on truck paper, I believe is where I used. Look on Facebook Marketplace too. Up in St. Louis. It was River Roads. Watch AEW. Okay, Kevin. Navy Freck, thanks for everything, man. Thanks for super chat and everything. Big boy squatting's in the house again. What is going on, big boy squatting? No problem, Troy. Delaware, how you doing, man? Fan clutch kicking on constantly. Dirt Boss, no, you can hear it mechanically. Something's wrong in there. It's making a like a little scratchy noise when it's rolling at low speed. And last night it would engage like for 1 or 2 seconds and then turn back off. Did it like 4 times. And then, but as I came in after driving 9 hours, as I was coming into Lewisburg, it stayed on, but at a low grab. So it just real low and never turned off again. So until I shut the truck off to get checked in, and I came back in after shutting it off to get checked in, started it again, and it was gone. So it stopped. So it has a small, probably air leak right at the clutch or something. Maybe that back little O-ring on the back of it is leaking or something. But I'm just gonna replace the whole thing. And it's 900,000 miles in a truck. It's probably original. So I should have done it with my in-frame. Allison said you don't need to. If it's not broke, don't fix it. But my next in-frame, I'm fixing. I'm replacing everything. Just like the OBS on the LS1, new starter, new alternator, all new tensioners, all new everything, new AC compressor. So everything's brand new that bolts to the motor and then the engine itself, and we'll run the fluids through it. But yeah, I'm just gonna redo it. Well, I'm thinking about doing a radiator. I mean, it'll make it, if I pull my radiator, super easy to get to the fan clutch. So I might as well replace the radiator. All the hoses are brand new. I don't know, but who knows the last time the radiator was replaced. But in the middle of summer, that thing goes. It's $900, but it's the labor and it's the tow bill. So rather have the peace of mind. Is a off frame mandatory? Only if your crank's messed up. I can't say her name, Den, but no, out of frame is what you're thinking. In frame is when the block stays inside the frame and you just take out the sleeves, replace them, and button everything back up. I'm just mechanically inclined. I never went to school to be a mechanic. I just like how nuts and bolts work and engines work. Yeah, I did the fuel pump plungers twice. It's been done when I first got the truck, and I just did it again. So those are done. There's a video on it where I showed you guys exactly how they come apart and how to put them back in there. Johnny O, thanks a lot, man. Much love to you too, brother. Thanks a lot for the super. I'm certified Allison mechanic now. Be a run to St. Paul, Minnesota. There you go, Mike. We put high volume oil pump on the OBS. I don't know if we're gonna run that kind of horsepower, Michael. We might not need it, but it wouldn't hurt, because I mean I'm gonna have the dang thing getting replaced anyways. I already got the pan off of it, so I gotta clean up that pan. Stay cool, Tyreek Foster. What's going on, man? You stay cool too, buddy. Half Crazy got he's got a 379. My homie Half Crazy got a good channel. Okay, check out Half Crazy, guys. He's got a 379. Low budget mafia. There you go. And it's not a gang. There you go, man. I was seriously thinking about a W9 and all that kind of stuff, and if the right one comes, it's already been in-framed and it's Allison approved, maybe I'll go with that, but I really want the content of going to Hey Guy for another week and going out to dinner with Allison every night and hanging out with her family and rebuilding another truck. He didn't go to school either. Yeah, she didn't go, yeah, but if you know it, you know it. There you go. That's it, Allison. See, Allison her dad is she got the mechanical bug. You either know how to do it and you understand how it works a little bit, and they understand it more than me. When she's doing the adjustments on the valves, when she's doing the overhead, she explains it to me, and then I still look at her like, so which part's first? Doing the feeler gauges and stuff. So it I think the LS1 has 275 from the factory. I think it was 305 to the 305 because it's out of a 2000 Z28. I think they're 305 horsepower, but that's with all the EGR and emissions, all that stuff, all to be gone now, to be just a beast. And then the guy who's tuning it, 325, I think 325 was a WS6 or 315, I'm not sure, but the SS and the WS6 I think had the 325, but 305 was like the stock base number. But we have long tubes going on. We got a high torque starter. We got an ICT billet pulley kit. So the alternator's gonna be over here, or if you guys are looking at me backwards, the AC will be in the stock placement for the 98, the 96 Vortec, and then the alternator will be over here, so that we don't have the problem with it hitting the frame on the bottom, because otherwise you got to notch your frame. Most people just leave the AC off, but the AC will be off, and it'll be up top now, right where it should be, so you'll still have some cold if you live in a hot climate. Permanent portion of the test. Redo air brake combination. Love your channel. Bradley, stick with it, man. It's worth it, dude. Like me, I'll do all the work on my 2003 Honda. There you go. CRV, front wheel drive, man. Trucking with Schmidt. Yeah, I've seen Trucking with Schmidt. He seems like he's got a good channel too, but for you as a person, you have only so many things you can watch at one day, plus make your own content. Like these videos, I try to get one out every day like I do, but at the end of the day, I was like, last night I sat at the rest stop. Oh, no, I sat at the Pilot right at the Virginia border into West Virginia, and it took me about 35 minutes to make that video because it was a long video, it had a lot of clips. So you have to cut it up, clip it, make it transition right, add text, all that kind of stuff. But it's worth it because you guys like it, and I like making it, and it's fruitful for us and our family. So it works out for everybody, and it helps us keep doing cool giveaways. And we're getting our second pallet. There we go. Starting a YouTube channel. Kevin, yeah, I mean, what I did, I already had the channel, but it was a different name. And it was back in the day when I was selling cars. I would just film them, and I would use that as like a place for people to go look at them if they wanted to buy them. Just privately sold like cool cars, like lifted trucks and fast cars. So that was the channel from 2008 when I started. But then I was kind of doing YouTube because my conception of the industry was you had to have a year experience before people started letting you sign on with better companies. So I thought, okay, I just catalog my experience as a flatbedder with my buddy out of school. And then when I started talking to more bigger mega companies and stuff about different options for signing on with them, I realized it had to be like a year experience with a mega, with like verified mega, or some other companies running with them for a whole year. So at 40 cents, it was like 29 cents a mile at some places, 35 cents a mile, 33 cents a mile. And I was like, I'm just gonna go buy my own truck then. So I went out and started looking for my own truck, and so I'm gonna start my own authority. That was my plan the whole time, but I figured I would work with a company first and then buy my own truck. Sean, thanks a lot, man. So anyways, once I realized the experience was right, we're talking about starting a YouTube channel right now, guys. I already had that kind of experience thing going at me flatbed, and you can find those videos. It says like experience 1, experience 2, or week 2. And then when I realized I was just going to go full-fledged authority, and yeah, YouTube is out in 2008, big boy. If it was out before that, man, it was like out in 2002 or something. That's when I forget when it started. But you're getting me off track here. So yeah, then after I had those couple little experience things, then I started getting my own authority, and I bought my own truck, and I figured I'd just keep it going because I saw other people like make sense in their YouTubes, but I only had like 800 subscribers, and those were mostly from like 500 of them were from back in the day when I sold cars. So a couple little subscribers here and there. And then in March, when my engine blew this time last year, and I was at Hey Guy Diesel coming up, I think it was first week of February, was when I got my truck done like right before Valentine's Day. It was rebuilt, so I went back home to T-Dubs, and we had a little Valentine's dinner. But anyway, so what's up, Newport, Tennessee? I love it up there. Beautiful. Trucker Josh up in Canada. There you go. I've watched Trucker Josh too. A couple of his videos. Kind of does what I do, just kind of chronicles his life. But anyway, so March came, my engine blew. I should have done more on hands like of my engine, but I was so stressed of learning it and like getting it done that I would take pictures here and there when I progressed something, I fixed something. But this time, if I do buy another truck, either a W9 with a Cummins or a plastic truck with a Cummins, and it needs an in-frame, I will chronicleize it way better. You know how I do it now. I show you everything. So I will do that start to finish. But that's when I started my engine build video and buy my truck kind of video. And then I just made content that I wanted to see when I was in CDL school. I was like, what did I want to know about when I was in CDL school? Sliding tandems, airlines, all the little switches, everything. How does the air system work? How do your brakes work? How does everything work? So I would start doing stuff like that, And then I talked to Sammy. Sammy came to visit me the last day when I was buttoning up my truck and starting it for the first time. And I asked him, I was like, is YouTube worth it, man? Like, is it worth the money for your time? And he said, he threw out a number that was a pretty high number for what he made for the year. I didn't want to throw out his numbers. So I said, that seems like it would be worth it to make a video every day. And I started from there. So that's where I started. Then I figured I watched Joe Rogan and I felt attached to Joe Rogan. Megan Hopper, how you doing? Say, hey, a gal's got to work hard, drive safe, and New Year's among us. There you go, Megan. God bless you. Have a good day at work. But anyways, so I started making videos every day because I like watching Joe Rogan and like knowing that he filmed it that day. So I felt like I was in a moment with him. So I thought I wanted to do it with my feed. And now these live feeds, like you definitely feel like you're in a moment with me because we're hanging out in Pennsylvania together, no matter where, in Sweden, Ireland, UK, or India. So, or here in the 48 states. So that's my story about YouTube. Doesn't really help you start it. Pick an easy name, something that people can type easily. Make sure your titles have interesting things in them. Like the words are like what interests you for that day, or if you see something that interests you that day or whatever, put that in the title so people get caught into it. Yeah, it makes sense. He's a good dude, man. He's a Georgia fan for sure. Poor guy's had his heart broken too many times, almost making it to the big dance, and then making it to the big dance and get beaten by dang Alabama. You need to get a splicer kit to fix your airlines. Okay, I will buy a splice kit. So karaoke is body armor. There you go. Clutch fan Brian, we talked about that a little bit earlier. It's still making a mechanical noise. It kicked on and stayed on for about 50 miles last night on low. So it definitely needs to be replaced. It's definitely the actual mechanism, not the solenoid. I'm going to replace the solenoid and the mechanism just so I feel peace of mind. But it's definitely going out. So if it goes up to turbine jet engine on the way down 81, it's going to have to stay that way. I'm going to get bad fuel mileage, but I'm getting home. Where do you park your truck when you're home? Kit Kat, that is a secret because everyone else will park there, and I have an accord with the property manager who owns the place, so I'm the only truck that's allowed to park there, which is really nice of him. So I'm parked there. Some other guy tried to park next to me, and he told me to tell him to not get there anymore, and I put a note on his window, but I'm the one that's allowed to park there. It's not too bad from home, and it's real nice that he lets me do that. Taco Bell, free tacos at the same time. There you go. There you go, Gus. Clarence, what's going on, man? Hey, first stream, how you doing? The daily driver, I'm doing pretty good, man. Just up here in Pennsylvania, getting loaded with a bunch of water. Omar, stop talking about the W9, man. You're putting it in my head. I'm trying to see if I can get this guy on this other truck. Get out there, just check it out, because it's in Birmingham area, like Alabama, between Montgomery and Birmingham. So I'm trying to go look at that, and if it is everything I hope it is, then we'll be good. Well, we'll try to agree on a price, but subscribe to your channel. I own both Ford and GM products. Are you a Ford or Chevy guy? Rupard, I actually own Mopar, GM, and Ford. I don't discriminate against anybody. I love the Ram. I love the Cummins motor. It's in my truck also. I love the Escalade's platform, that Suburban. The SUVs from GM are pretty hard to beat. I don't like the way the seats fold in the second row. Maybe the new one, it'll come out better, like my brother's Expedition that slides forward. I like that. And then the Shelby, I've always been a Mustang fan, man. I love Camaros too, but I feel like Camaros weren't as well made interior-wise, early Camaros, as much as Mustangs, but Mustangs weren't much better. But Mustangs seem more reliable. And I've always liked that 2005 body style. When that retro 2005 body style came out, and I first saw it on like an auto show spinning on a floor, I was like, I love that. It just looks like the old 66, 65, brought into new. And then they're so easy to get parts. Like my Shelby, all those fenders, all the quarters, everything on it is the same as a V6. So easy to get parts. The Escalade's easy to get parts because it's a Suburban. They're everywhere. But that's why I do that. And then the Ram, I've always liked the mega cab Ram. So if you're blessed enough in this world to be able to, the ZL1 is a beast. I do agree. But the ZL1 is just, the price tag is through the roof for that LSA motor. I just like the Shelby. But the motor on the ZL1 is a lot easier to work on when it goes than my Shelby. My Shelby has the 4 cams, the modular motor with the cams on top. Higher red line, but if that thing ever goes, you have to have like a special tool to make sure those cams are all synchronized again when you put it back together. And I don't think I'll be doing that. I'll pay somebody if that ever happens. Hopefully it doesn't. But yeah, I have all the major manufacturers, man. And I love Toyota too. I love Lexus, Toyota. Not a big Nissan fan, electrical problems, but I do love the GTR. Everyone has their good stuff that they've made in this world. We're all just human beings with ideas, and some people are gifted with some great design and some great motors, and it's fun. 670 with a D12. Thoughts, Donald? That just gonna need an in-frame, man. So just be ready for that. The D12, I don't know it as much. It's not as easy to work on. The parts aren't as easy to get. So if you're getting a great price on it, man, and you can just throw it away if it doesn't work out for you, then that's good. But I would try and go with the Cummins or Detroit. That's just my personal opinion. Gus, there's going to end up with a long hood Peterbilt. I don't know, Gus. I'm looking, man, and I don't want to waste my time with this other guy's time in Alabama. It just seems like a logical choice for what, because the price in this truck is going to be $16,000 for a truck just like mine, comfortable, double bunk, a little bit more room, same drivetrain, and I know how to rebuild the motor because I've already done it once. So Supra, yes, I love Supras also. AT&T and Verizon have hot spots. Yes, they do. I think a lot of them have hot spots. Kia Soul. My mom has a Kia Soul. Of course you're allowed in here, man. The Kia, I had a Sorento, man. I love that car. I had a, what was it, SEL or SSL? Had like the panoramic sunroof and all the heated seats in the back in the third row. It was awesome. Stalled, if I could start all over, Kevin. It's not too late, man, but I'm 40 years old. Far from me. I live about an hour east of Roanoke. There you go, Hunter. I drive a Kia Soul. Dean, a reefer is a refrigerated, so it's just a unit on the front of the trailer that cools it through the top, and it has aluminum inside. It keeps the whole thing cold. So if you're moving yogurt, ice cream, perishable goods, that's what a reefer does. Chad, Leslie, I love you. Here's a shout out for you. I don't know who you are, Leslie, but I hope you're having a beautiful day and Happy New Year. TJ Jones, what's up? Sydney, you're in Nebraska, man. 20 and clear. There you go. It's like 40 here, man, and cloudy, but yesterday was clear. Keep the dirty side down. There you go, Joy. Thanks for stopping in here. Henry G, what's going on, man? Reefer equals refrigerated. Yep. They just nothing to do with narcotics or marijuana. Just that's the name they came up with for a little short name. Cool. There you go, Dean. No problem, mate. You're welcome for the answer. John from Philly. There you go. I'm just up from you, man. What's up, Matt? How you doing? What are flaps on the back of the trailer for? The ones that come out, like they're just aerodynamic flaps, the plastic ones that come off the back doors. What are they called? They have a name for them. And also the ones on the side, on the bottom of the trailer. And then there's also, you'll sometimes see a plastic thing in the middle of by the wheels, in front of the wheels, and that's just all aerodynamic airflow. That's what they're for. Thanks a lot, Daily Driver. I try, man. John 13 is the kind of the secret to life right there. Just be good, and he gave his son so we could have eternal life. Longest haul was probably to Maine, all the way up to the tip of the U.S. up top. RMT stands for Race Mesh Trucks, but it's an old company I ran when I fabricated mild steel, cold rolled steel into grills for like Dodge Rams and Ford trucks. It was my dad's company. Is your red Chevy having an electrical gremlins? Big problem in those mid. I had like a power wire problem, right? The battery, I had to retighten it and rough it up because it would just like turn off. All the gauges, like really low voltage, and then sometimes it would turn back on. So I moved the battery a little bit and it stopped it. So I was like, okay, something's going on up here. I'm not gonna stretch my truck, Omar. The extra money, if you're a single guy and the truck is your passion, you want a W9 or a 3D9, 379, and you want it to be a show truck, then yeah, that's all awesome. But I love the way those trucks look. I'm not knocking them at all, but I'm just about having the truck run really well and be reliable, make some money, get back home to the kids, play with my other toys, and hopefully live this life out. My truck does have a nickname. What we came up with it. What's Lord Dark Helmet, LDH, Lord Dark Helmet, the little guy from Spaceballs, the small Darth Vader. That's the Volvo. The black Volvo is Lord Dark Helmet, I think it is. Some guy helped me realize what that guy's name was, but the little guy from Spaceballs, the small Darth Vader, that's my truck's name. Just trucking in the house. What's up, Terry? Back it up, Terry. Enjoy watching YouTube. Scott from Tulsa. Thanks, Scott. Thanks for watching, man. Greetings from California, Steve. There's my LDH. There you go, Nick. Little Dark Helmet. I need the 18-inch shifter. You need it to be up here, little like ape hangers. I did have ape hangers on my old bike, but I had a V-Star 1100 that had It looked like a Harley. It was a cheap bike, and it had ape hangers. I love that bike, but I don't want to. Death Dog, I didn't see your comment. Sorry, man. On my phone, guys, I get like 3 comments at a time, and they just go. So if I don't see it, 670. Yeah, Joe, that's my truck's a 670. Aiken, South Carolina. Love it down there by Augusta. It's beautiful. That's where my truck came from, actually. Club car down there. This truck where I'm sitting in. Will the product freeze inside the trailer? That's the point of it, Clarence. They're trying to keep it cold, but you set the temperature right there on the. There's a little control module, a little screen right there on the front of it, and there's lights right there. There's a green light. If that light's always green, it's staying at the temp you wanted it to. If that light ever goes off to green or goes to red, you got a problem. You got to figure it out, and hopefully you don't have an insurance claim because the reefer's broken and you're spoiling a product in the middle of Arizona in the summer. T&P Alliance keeps your checks. That's right, Jeff. Yeah, I keep trying to make just a reliable truck. Get up here, get back home. Fan clutch is going. Luckily, that's not a problem. That's going to put the truck on the side of the road. It's annoying. It's going to be loud if it goes all the way and locks, but we'll get it fixed. And just now I know 800,000 miles, 900,000 miles, replace that if it's original. Just do it so you don't have to worry about it. I should have done it when my whole engine was apart, but it gives me a reason to go back to Allison and Rice Bros auction coming soon. There you go, Steve. I just don't know about the auction, man. We might go live on New Year's Eve. That'd be kind of cool if you guys wanted that. Steven. Cool truck drive channel. JBG. Yeah, I watch Johnny Be Good. I talked to Johnny Be Good. I got his number, so I've called him and talked to him a couple times. He gave me a shout out in one of his videos when I was still kind of coming up in subscribers. And I'm not saying I'm big time subscribers, but we just keep growing, and that's awesome. But he gave me a shout out when I was starting out, so that was kind of cool. We're getting loaded slowly. Like he'll put like a pallet or 2 on, and it goes by like 5-7 minutes, and then it'll come with another one. Hey, Death Dog, thanks a lot, man. You had a picture of my truck on your wall. That's awesome. Yeah, that grill really changes the Volvo, because every Volvo looks the same with same grill. But I put that grill on there, and a lot of people, even before I had a YouTube channel or whatever, they would stop me and, man, where'd you get your grill, man? I like that. I'm like, I made it. I just made it, man. Andy Page, thanks for subscribing, man. And Amy, you're not a truck driver. It's okay. You can see a part of the world. Like I would like to see a train conductor in his everyday life, and what he does. It's cool because YouTube brings real people. This isn't a production. There's no offset crew telling me what to say or scripted. I feel like a lot of stuff is getting too scripted. Like The Real World and all these things on MTV, they used to be kind of real, but now you realize they're all just scripted. The Bachelor's scripted, all these shows that people love. It's just unbelievable sometimes. So I like watching people on YouTube that it's real. I mean, this is just me sitting in a truck in Pennsylvania right now talking to you guys. So that's what I like about YouTube. Bates Leavesville, working Columbia. There you go, Bill. It's just south of me about 80 miles, man, in Columbia. Johnny Be Good. We both live in the same state. Doesn't live too far from me. There you go, man. Little custom changes will set you apart from me. Always keep nice, see something different. There you go, M. It's the wrap on my truck. It's not a wrap, Death Dog. It's crazy, man. That truck has so much work into it. That's custom airbrush. And then they clear coated it. Like that truck is, but a wrap shouldn't cost too much to do something like that. Ronald, I did sell those grills, man, and they weren't consistent enough for income, so that's why I started trucking. I was like, I need something more consistent. I was Uber driving at night. Our second kid was there, Kason, my little baby, and I said, okay, well, I need to provide a future for these guys. So trucking became the answer for financial means of doing what we want to do to have a good life, which we're lucky to do. Both active duty. Robert, thank you for your Hampton, Virginia, seriously considering retirement. So is my brother was doing the same thing, man. My brother's right there by Langley. And he's just retired last year. So God bless you. Thank you for your service. And it's not a bad gig. Do it right. If you want to stay in the Virginia area, there's lots of freight. Going in and out, coming out of Richmond, you'll be able to get home and go all around the Northeast and come down to the Southeast and go cross country if you really want to. Yeah, Nick Store. Yeah, see, all these shows are just, they're scripted. They pull you in. You want to think it's real, but I know Duck Dynasty got called out. I like the East Coast choppers too, or West Coast choppers with Paulie. It was real. I mean, you can see that's how they interacted every day. They might have been a little bit scripted of what they were doing on a bike or how they were doing, but they came into the office and that was their everyday life, and that's what made it enjoyable. They were great characters too, they still are, but it was cool to see a bike and to see their interaction. And then Duck Dynasty, I think, got a little scripted, but it was real. That was just what they did. That was their life, and I love that about them. Use your Tampa gas tank parts. You need some cool CAD drawings, let me know. Thanks a lot, Dan. I've never thought about doing yeah, I've taped to Paul Jr. That's right. Paul Jr. was awesome, man. Their interaction between father and son was awesome. Hey, Michael Klein, God bless you, man. Stay safe, stay healthy. No, the company will tell what temp. Okay, yeah, the bill, yeah, the temp is usually on Raycon, right? I've never pulled a reefer load, so I have no idea. You remind me of Paul. Yeah, some people say that, right? Yeah. Cab train videos from LA and up to Cab Pass and Barstow. That'd be cool. I've seen some videos of like just a perspective of off the front of the train going through snow and stuff and the landscape. I mean, that's the way they did it back in the day. N14 is one of the best Cummins motors made, Joseph. The emissions weren't that bad, and it was a great motor. These newer motors could be great motors, but they're bogged down by the emissions stuff. So, and the N15, I think they're kind of fixing that a little bit, but the emissions really, they're getting it better, but it really bogs down the flow of the engine. So I haven't heard of Heavy Haul Nation, Bill, but I'll look into, my lips are chapped, man. I talk so much. Good old T-Dubs left her Fiji in here from that other trip we took, so I'm gonna drink the rest of her water. ISX ration horsepower torque ration. Bill, no one likes DEF, man. It helps our environment, but it bogs down these engines. Isn't taking cheap freight, which rates are up. Left it with love. What did you leave with love, babe? UK, how you doing? COVID Central. Stay safe, you too, man. Scotland, how you doing, Willie? He has 3 N14s plus engines. Love them. They are older. I heard the N14s are awesome, man. Where are you? Let's see. Where you at, man? I'm riding Tyrone, Pennsylvania, man. Formerly Daniel Robertson. Keep on trucking. Love the gear I got yesterday. Hey, Flash, man. Send Just Trucking Wife a photo, man. I'll put you in the video. I love showing our fan base as on justtrucking.shop of what you guys got, and that's awesome. And that'd be cool if you won the OBS. But thanks for that super chat, Flash. Formerly Daniel Robertson. Just Trucking Wife. Yeah, I'm drinking your Fiji and not bringing it back to you. I'm going to finish it right now. Thanks, Clarence, for giving it a shot. Classic C15 raised. Those are also, I heard C15s are great too. Those are great trucks also. Got to go rolling. There you go. Taylor Sailor, see you later, man. Yeah, flatbed. I did Hunter. I did flatbed right out of school, man. I did flatbed all the way to Houston and back. I did curtain side flatbed. I did, for about a month and a half, I did that. Almost 2 months. And I applaud flatbedders. That is a lot of work. Tarping hardwood, like custom hardwood flooring is what I was doing, like banisters and stuff. A lot of work. Keeping that stuff dry. No custom grill in the OBS. I like that old layout of the grill. And they actually sell that whole grill and the headlights for like 120 bucks for a brand new. So Tim, thanks. Yeah, they're really like soft material, those t-shirts we got. The company, when we were trying to do our own like screen printing, Dad got a little plasma cutter now. There you go, Allison. That makes it a lot easier to cut some difficult stuff. Do you just haul drive van or specific product? Don't know, Mr. Johnson. I go where the best rate is. But I love William. Next to that super chat. Drive van is just the most versatile for my area. There's an old. What is that? Is that a Kenworth? What is that truck? Come on, my truck gurus. He's got a propane tank mounted up to the top. Anybody know what truck that was and why he has a propane tank mounted? I guess for cooking, maybe? I don't know, maybe for heat. Semper Fido, what's going on? T2000, that's a great truck too. Mid-Baltimore, Clinton, do you have a lot of work? Baltimore has pretty good loads. Not a lot going out. Going in, you can always get home. Stuff going into Baltimore a lot. Learners, but my ACL, but yeah, if you got a bad ACL, Hunter, stick with drive van, man. Get an automatic. Those newer automatics, just pick the right one. I've heard the new International, whatever 13 speeder or whatever they got, had a lot of problems right off the bat. Just don't get a first 2-year automatic. Get something that's been 3 years so they can work out all the stuff that was going to break on you so you can be reliable out there. You need a family channel. Your wife needs one. My wife has a channel, T-Dubs, and I keep telling her to go ahead and do more stuff on it, but she's got 3 kids to raise, guys. So once those kids are a little bit easier, maybe she'll do that, but not right now. T-Dubs is in the house, and she's mad that I'm drinking her water when she was with me. Hey, we're getting one more pallet. Like, there's like 1 pallet every 5 minutes, so. Try to super chat. Not, hey, 812, nothing, don't worry about it. God bless you for even thinking about it. Thanks for trying to do that for us. But yeah, PayPal, sometimes they can be finicky, wrong anything on those things. Especially when you buy like dryers for your mother-in-law. What do we got? 13 speed auto are good now. Just a little jerky backing up. Okay. Fiji does taste like vacation, JP. I want to go where this was from, but maybe after we save up some more money and I mean, you always say I want to save this or have this going on before I take a trip like that. Sometimes in life you just have to do that. So otherwise you're never going to do it. So I'm thinking once, what's up? Hey, dude. Frank, what's going on, man? O'Toole, Chemical Cruiser. Yeah, if you don't take a trip like that, you're never going to do it. Like a Philippines trip or a Fiji trip or a Maldives. It's a trip of a lifetime. It's a memory you always have in here. And if you don't do it, you just say, I wish I would have. So T-Dubs and I are definitely going to do a trip like that. I like the Philippines. She's a Maldives fan. She wants to go where this stuff's made, but they're expensive, man. I know there's some budget ones you can do, but if we're going to do the experience, I really kind of want the bungalow over the water. I really want to like have that glass floor where you see fish under you. That'd be super cool. We'll pay for it, I'm sure, but of course we'll chronicleize it and bring you guys with me. Propane tanks for cooking. Thanks, Chip. Yeah, we all want to get there now. Henry G, wouldn't that be the perfect world if we could all take trips like that? Just rotate out. Like, hey, man, you get your 3 days over at the Maldives. Come on back and tag team me, and then my turn to go. And then everybody in the world could do that. But we're very blessed for where we live, for what we can do, even just here in the States. Some people can't ever even think about doing something like that. Flash, I'd love to go skydiving. Funny story. I'm not a really big guy, but I weigh like 260 right now, 265 after the holidays. And I weighed like 255 when I tried to go skydiving in Arizona. And I was like built. I was working out a lot. And I couldn't make it. They said 245 was the cutoff. And I said, please, man. And I couldn't like jump tandem with the guy behind me for my first time. I couldn't do it because I weighed too much. So all my friends got to go and I stood on the ground and watched them. So I tried to skydive. And Barry, she will bankrupt her company. I don't know who that is, but hey, big boy squatting. See you later, man. Been to Tater Sailor at Philippines, man. I heard it's inexpensive to get there, or not get there, but to be there, it's not too pricey. Your money goes a long way, but the trip out there is the hard part. And they say like Fifi Islands and stuff. It's just been so over congested now. Everyone knows about it. Everyone goes. Social media has really blown up some places that used to be pretty sacred. Everybody knows about them now. Same thing happened to a place we used to go in Arizona called Havasupai. It's Havasui or something. Havasupai Falls. Beautiful, like aqua turquoise water in the middle of the desert, and a waterfall going to it. And once social media showed that, everybody was taking trips out there, and now you have to like sign up in advance for a permit to go out there because it's about a 1.5 mile hike, 2 mile hike. So you can't just show up. You have to have a permit to get on the premises because it's state land. Stimulus checks already hitting the bank accounts, Perry. I didn't know that, man. You're paying them 260. There you go, Hunter. See, it's hard for you to get in a Corvette too, man. It sucks because you can't really buy a Corvette because you can't really fit in a Corvette. But you can drive it once and then get your knees kinked back out. Cincinnati market's great, Jared. A lot of stuff because you're right there in the central spectrum of Kentucky, Indiana, Ohio. So lots of freight, man. You won't be able to get like straight home all the time, but you'll be close. You just deadhead home when you want to go home, man. Fly from Atlanta to Korea, then to the Philippines. There you go, Matt. Yeah, Atlanta's a huge hub. Atlanta's like Delta's hub. So we're blessed to live between Charlotte and Atlanta. So flights are super cheap. It's like 12-mile hike too. Yeah, Truck and Wife was saying that. I don't think it's 12 miles, babe. I think it's like round trip 12 miles or 10 miles. But yeah, we're very blessed that Charlotte and Atlanta are huge hubs. So like we're looking to go back to Arizona to meet with our CPA and our other friends back there and just kind of talk about taxes because the YouTube channel taxes are going to come into effect this year. And flights are like $240 round trip, $240. So I was like, man, Company drivers, Charles, I love every driver, man. I mean, we're all drivers. Company just means your situation in life. If I came out right out of high school or even out of college, I wouldn't have been able to do what I did to buy my truck straight out. I made a good real estate investment that gave me a little over $86,000 to help me buy my new house in South Carolina and start this company. I sold my personal 2010 Tundra crew cab, white truck, I love with a roll down rear window. Still talk about it. T-Dubs and I loved that truck, but I sold that truck for my down payment on this truck. And so we only had a minivan. And what was our other car, babe? We had the minivan, the white Toyota Sienna that we bought for $5,500. We had the new house we just bought. And then we started thinking about Tank after that house was done, and then Tank came along. Tank was supposed to be a girl. So good thing Tank wasn't a girl. Tank's my youngest son, guys. He's the biggest son. He's a little butterball. So we call him Tank. But we recommend driving East Coast, engine, trans, torque, your opinion. It depends on where you're going, man. But yeah, I wouldn't be able to do this without that real estate investment from Arizona. Kind of God put it all into play. And the housing market went up. I did some improvements on the house. I laid all my own tile in the house, and that's why I'm not doing my own tile in this house, because tile is hard work. And so any of you contractors out there, I appreciate you. Your work is very well appreciated. But yeah, that's kind of how I did it. So God's plan just worked out for me. But I was older, man. I was 35, 36 years old. So, or 37 years old. Now I'm 40. Trailers being loaded. Do you feel a lot of movement? Yes, you do. It depends on what you're getting loaded with. Special heavy pallets of water, you're going to feel it. And sometimes they'll make you disconnect, slide your tandems back, all that kind of stuff. But right now, I'm feeling it for sure. Yeah, just T-Dubs. Yeah, our guy, Julian. If anybody lives in the Greenville area or even Charlotte, somewhere outside of Atlanta, and you want a great contractor, grouting tile is terrible. It's the most tedious little job. Grout, clean tile again, clean tile again, grout, clean tile. I'm like, oh my goodness. I'd rather just pay somebody. But back then I didn't have the luxury of being able to pay anybody. I did it myself. If I wanted something done, I did it myself. I laid my own artificial turf in my backyard in Arizona. I paved my whole backyard by myself. I did a fire pit pavers. Like I put in my own control mods and a propane tank under my fire pit. Did all that stuff myself because grouting is fun. I'll give you his info. He's awesome. Okay, T-Dubs is in the chat with info for Julian. And Julian's actually going to do like a sunroom, because off of our back door from our house, there's a concrete slab and it's open. Like it rain's hitting you right when you walk out the door. So, and then they people that owned the house previously put like some big pavers, and they did them nice. They're level. But I want to concrete that whole area out to the edge of the house where the hose is on the right, and then do a nice high overhang sunroom. It's still open though. I don't want to close it and window it. I just want to have the protection for the kids' toys and be able to walk out there on a rainy day and drink your coffee. Watch the kids doing whatever the heck they're doing out in the park. Make a huge difference in the amount of money we could make. If all the truck drivers, yeah, Clarence, if we all work together, it's a competition in this industry. A lot of people want to be like, I did this better than you did, or I got this rate and you got that rate. If y'all help each other and teach each other about it, it's going to make everyone make more money, because you're going to know what you're worth. Like it's a phrase we say, know your worth. Cummins and 13-speed and 10-speed gear ratio depends on what you're pulling. That's right, Allison. Like the ratio of your rear end depends a lot. I think I have 355s. I think that's 355s. But it depends on your high end, like what you're going to be able to do with miles per gallon and speed and what you're pulling, how heavy you are, what trains. Richard Stroud, thanks a lot, man. That $5, man, it means a lot to us. What's up, Ricky V? God's plan is amazing when you just give it to him. That's what it is, man. We sat there, T-Dubs and I, in our house in Arizona. We loved Arizona. It wasn't like Arizona was bad. We loved it there. There's so much stuff to do. The Grand Canyon's above you. California's a 6-hour drive if you want to go to the beach. Mexico in the Rocky Point, Puerto Pensacola was right there, about 3.5-hour drive. Like everything was right there at your fingertips. But it was just right to be by family, and T-Dub's mom was the biggest. T-Dubs and her mom bicker a lot. They go after each other, but those people love each other more than anybody in this world. And her mom loves our kids more than anybody in this world. She loves her kids more than she loves us. So she was coming out to see us for a month at a time, every 3 months, and we were just like, we saw the housing market was where it was, and this new company was coming out called Open Door Offer Pad, where they would just cash price you a price on your house. So you didn't have to worry about it, because the house did need a little bit of work here and there, and I don't really want to. We dealt with trying to sell it with somebody with a realtor for a little bit, but it was just we need this fixed, need this fixed, and we were still living in the house, and we want this, you guys gone by this many days. And so this offer pad came up, or it was called Open Door. They came in, they assessed the house, they gave us a cash offer. It was $86,000 in our pocket. And we were thinking like maybe we'll get 70 or 60 through the realtor. So we were like, where do we sign? And then that put the wheels in motion. And we called her mom and said, hey, we're moving to South Carolina. And she broke down crying. So that was the end of it. And we lived with them for 5 months. They have a they're like a 2,200 square foot house, 2-story. And we lived, T-Dubs and I lived in her old high school room for 5 months while I Uber drove, made grills at an automotive shop to try and just see what I was going to do out there to make money. I thought the grills was going to be the answer and I was going to keep it going, but the doing all aspects of it, the manufacturing, the marketing, the sales, the warranty work, anything that needed to be done, the powder coating, it was just wearing on me. And I wasn't big enough to have a bunch of people working with me. So I Ubered a guy one day in a 2008 minivan, a Toyota Sienna that we paid $5,500 for. And he was a truck driver off of 25 White Horse Road in Greenville, South Carolina. I remember him to this day. I wish I would have got his name. And he said, man, you need to become a truck driver, man. You need to look into trucking. We were talking for about 20 minutes while we drove him to his house. And he was parking his truck at the truck stop. And he said, man, it's great out here to be a truck driver, and it's a great market. And I said, okay. And I went to sign up for CDL school that weekend. And then I graduated May 5th. Fiji or Core water? Clarence, I don't care. But since this is T-Dub's water, I love this right now because it's hers and she can't drink it and it's mine. We can't find Fiji right now at Walmart, so. And it's not so much the taste of it or what it does to my body, it's the fact that it came from the islands that I would love to visit someday. That's why we drink it. What was that thing, or was it a Ford? What was that thing, or was it a Ford? What are you talking about? We had a Toyota SUV. We didn't have a Toyota SUV, babe. We had the Kia Sorento, baby, talking about back in Arizona. Out here we had the minivan, and we had the Tundra. And then when we sold the Tundra to buy the semi truck, I think all we had was the minivan for a while because we didn't have any more money to buy a car. Babe, the white Toyota was a Sienna, was a minivan. The double sliding doors, remember? You loved that thing. And then trucking was pretty good in 2018, and within 4 months, we bought the Escalade, bought it used out of St. Louis for a pretty good price. I surprised her. We were going to go get a newer minivan, I told her. And when we came back, there's a video on her channel called Pearl, because she named it Pearl, her Escalade. Comes to the family. So if you want to see me surprising her with her Escalade, it's in her channel, Just Truck and Wife. So pretty cool. I told her we're getting a minivan, and we test drove a minivan, and when we came back with a minivan, there was a white Escalade. That's her dream car, so I wanted to take care of my wife, and financially I was able to do that. We had another one we sold to get the minivan. No, because we had a black, same exact minivan, remember, babe, in Arizona. We sold it to Stefan's brother. We sold it to our family, our friends, or not family. Oh, we had a Sequoia. Yeah, we had a Sequoia. Remember the white Sequoia we had, babe? I drove the white Sequoia. I forgot about that. Okay, so when we first moved to South Carolina, I drove a 2004 white Sequoia, 4-wheel drive, beautiful truck, gray leather, all the way across America with Tiki and the Chihuahua, and T-Dubs and the boys flew, because Tank wasn't a thing yet. Tank hadn't come out yet. Barry Downey Bryant is my insurance guy, man. Trains can't deliver to the stores. That's right, Keith. Yeah, the Sequoia, though, we sold that thing in like half a day. I put it up for sale. We wanted to get another minivan because the Sequoia wasn't new enough to Uber drive in. And so I wanted to get back into Uber driving. So we had to buy a newer minivan. So we bought a 2008. Well, we bought the 2008 minivan before we even, sight unseen, I saw it on Craigslist out there in South Carolina. I had her mom go just look at it, one of her friends, Katie's T-Dub's friend. And we had that minivan already at the house for her before we moved out there. So I never even saw that. But it ended up being a great van. I put like 80,000 miles in that thing, and it still was perfect. And we sold it in like a day. Toyotas hold their value, and they keep running as long as you take care of them. Yeah, JP, Toyota has great resale. I've never had a problem selling a car in like a day and a half when I sell a Toyota. Because I price it right. I don't try to make money on it. I sell it for what I pretty much bought it for, or a little bit under it if I put a lot of miles on it. And so, Adam, thanks a lot, man, for stopping in. We'll talk to you about the OBS probably after Valentine's Day, because T-Dub's is going to want a steak dinner. We'll start doing the swap on the OBS if the weather's good and everything's falling into place. So, yeah, God willing. Bye, Amy. See you later. But yeah, we'll do the OBS LS swap. I want to have every single part there. I kind of want to already plumb the fuel system, have the C5 Corvette regulator already in there, already have the Dash 6 line in, have the fuel system ready to go. New battery. I already have the radiator coming. Everything. I just need the radiator support. I want the steam valve coming off to the radiator. I want all those things already purchased. And then we have to get the PCM flashed. So hopefully it'll be like a weekend swap. If we have all the parts, don't run into any major hiccups, then we'll be able to get the pilot bearing out of the back of the crankshaft, and there you go. Uber was a good side job. You're $10.99, so you can write off a lot of things. You can write off all your miles or all your fuel on your Uber. So yeah, the taxes, you have a lot of write-offs. So they kind of they equal out a little bit for your taxes on Uber. 50 spent, you get a free Know Your Worth. There you go. Just Trucking Rice, plug into Just Trucking Dodge shop. So up until tomorrow night, every 50 bucks spent, you get a free Know Your Worth t-shirt. Every 75, you get a free long sleeve Know Your Worth t-shirt. We got a little sunshine coming out. And I think we got pallet like number 8 on now. So they're a little bit, we've been on here for over an hour. So, and I started this live feed right when the light turned red. So we're a little bit of a longer load, but we're here 2 hours early than our appointment. That was awesome when you surprised T-Dubs. Yeah, thanks a lot, Gus. It was pretty cool, man. I was really happy to be able to do that for her. It wasn't brand new. I never buy brand new, but we paid $35,000 for it. So, but it was when Escalades were still like, now they're still hot, but now the new one's coming out. So, and that Escalade has had its problems. They were trying to do a lot of stuff with active fuel management. So they were slipping the converter to try and make it idle real low so it would pass the emission standards. And that ended up burning the converters up. So the transmission on that wasn't the transmission's fault. It was they're trying to conform with the EPA and make it fuel efficient. So we need to get T's and P shirts. We need to get Truck and Wife shirts. We have so many things we're trying to do. We're going to have tank t-shirts, cash and casing t-shirts. So we're trying to get it all done. But first of the year, we're going to restart the branding of the merchandise. Our merchandiser, it's not just us. He has a bunch of clients he works with. So we're trying to get more stuff going and get like a T-Dubs line going too for her. T-Dubs does love her Escalade. She loves that truck. She wanted a black interior, and that's why we went to St. Louis. I couldn't find to try and find a white Escalade with black interior. You have to find somebody who like ordered it and optioned it that way, because they all have the tan. They all have the tan, which is beautiful, but with Tank and his 2 brothers, Casing and Cash, you need some dark interior because they spill stuff everywhere. I've been trucking for 26 years and not worried about trains taking over freight. Trains and trucks will always need to be here. Clarence, keep getting on T-Dubs for more videos of her babies too, but she has got a lot of stuff going on, guys. So we're trying to get some designs. She wants like a silhouette of her head with like her little bun up, maybe holding a Starbucks cup or something, some kind of logo for her, and T-Dubs underneath it. So anybody good with a pen and sketch, send her some sketches of T-Dubs, the little blonde with some string hair coming down in a bun or something. Who knows? Some cute little thing. Yeah, that was right, Henry. It was a cool video, man. I thought about it, and I had a cool salesman that I set it up with. I said, do you guys have any? Because I was just looking for the Escalade. So once I found the Escalade, it was a used Cadillac, like used side of Cadillac dealership in St. Louis, Bomarito or something like that. Bomarito, Bomarrito was the name of the dealership. But I said, you guys have any Toyota Siennas that are like nice on your lot? It's like, yeah, man, we got like a nice SE model. And I was like, perfect, man. So when I get there, can we just test drive that? He said, you want to test drive that? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to surprise my wife. He's like, oh, yeah, sure. So he had it all cleaned up, brought it up there. We test drove it. And T-Dubs loved it. That's what I love about T-Dubs. She's humble. She likes nice things. We all like nice things. But she was humble. She was super happy with that minivan. She's like, I love it. She had little things she was worried about, like, what about this little scratch or this button not working? And then we pull back in, and she has an Escalade, and she started crying. So it made me feel good. Made me feel good. Lots of places don't care. God bless you too. Taquino con los mejores. There you go. Athens, Colorado. Athens, Georgia. Go Dogs down there. Chicago takes forever. T-Dubs Trucking Company. There you go, hauling coffee. She'll just haul Starbucks everywhere. What are 3 Fs? Oh, yeah, there you go. Faith Family Freight. Faith Family Freight. There you go. And that's what I want to do. I want to have like one giant F and then have Faith Family Freight coming off the F. So we've already sent that kind of sketch to Brian, so he's working on it. But he's also working on like a little intro for us. Like every video will start, instead of just the just trucking coming at you, he'll make like a little cartoon video that'll kind of plug his merchandising company for us, so I don't mind doing it, but he'll kind of just get that out of the way, because we have a contract with them where we have to, like, there's different stipulations, like kind of plug his brand so he gets his recognition and stuff, so, which is good, because we're very thankful for him, because he's made our merchandise go leaps and bounds beyond of where we would have taken it. So appreciate you, Brian. Thanks for everything you do for us, man. Hi from Hollywood. What's going on? There's no crying and trucking and caddy buying. That's what Frank says. Yeah, T-Dubs is very happy with her Cadillac. So I don't, Steve. I have a little, like, these Volvos have a little place specifically for them too. I just don't like the squelchy squeaking of it, but I know it's a great thing to have in case of an accident or phones go down. The way the world's going today, it probably is a good idea to get one if we go back to primitive times, which I pray we don't. I pray we can just keep having the best of life. How do you work out detention time? So, Jalen, the detention used to be pretty easy. Convoy's detention is still pretty easy. Uber's getting really strict on it. Uber used to pay you $75 an hour. Now they pay you $40 like everybody else. $40 an hour for the first 4 hours after you've been there 2 hours. So, like, right now I've been here 75 minutes, so an hour and 15 minutes. If it gets to 2 hours, 120 minutes, every minute after that's detention, and they break it down into $40 per 60 minutes. So I hope that makes sense, but sometimes it's arm and leg to get it paid, especially if you're getting paid really good on the load. They kind of feel like, hey, why do we need to pay you anymore when you just got $1,500 on 150 miles? I get it, but still, it's only reason I like it is because hopefully it gets back to the people in the warehouse and it makes them work a little more efficiently. But yeah, it's kind of just paid. You have to show them they want you to sign in and out times on your BOL from the shipping office saying what time you got here, what time you got out, and they cross-reference that, and then they pay your detention. But it's not hard. Like, Convoy and Uber are pretty good about it. Convoy is definitely the easiest. Now they kind of just take your timestamp when you got there, when you left, and there's a propane tank guy again going by. Vision International. Got a little light on top too, but yeah, detention's not too hard. But Convoy's the only one that really pays it easily. C.H. Robinson pretty much never pays it. J.B. Hunt pretty much never pays it unless you really have to keep emailing them and hagging them to get them to pay it. John, what's going on? Netherlands, how you doing? Are you the one that sent us the candy, man? Thanks so much if you did. It is amazing. Hotshot drivers are always on the road. That Matt, yeah, you can kind of. I don't know anything about Hotshot. I watched Toe Piglet a little bit and to kind of learn his life, because he kind of does what I do, the same kind of thing, shows his day. Oh, it's the same guy from earlier. Do they pay if you're early? Perry, no, they don't. So it's only from your appointment time. So if you got there, your appointment time is 2 o'clock. Like right here, my appointment time is not till 2:30, so I'm here way early. The 2 hours that they give you wouldn't start till 2:30, so you'd have to be here. I'd have to be here till 4:30, and then anything past that, I would make money on. So it's always good to try and get there early, just so you can get your clock going and save time on your ELD. No, Henry, don't have no load lined up. This drops at 4 in the morning at Costco, and Costco is really efficient. Hopefully they're efficient on New Year's Day or New Year's Eve day. But once I'm going to have a fresh clock, I'm going to go straight there right now, reset my clock, sleep good, go to sleep early, wake up and be ready to start heading back down 81 to get home to T-Dubs, be home probably about 2, 3 in the afternoon. If depending on if I stop or not, or how long it takes to unload me. Maybe I get home by noon if they unload me really quick. But either way, I will check the load boards when I stop for lunch, just see if there's anything right around me that's delivering, maybe all the way down to Florida for a great rate or somewhere by the house. But I'm not going to try real hard to put something on a truck. I'm going to get home so I can take T-Dubs out for a little maybe karaoke New Year's Eve. Kiss her at ball drop and enjoy this life that we're blessed every day to wake up and breathe the air again, even with it being super cold outside. What are you doing, Werner? He's kind of doing circles in the parking lot right now. He just backed up and then he took off again and he backed up again. He's trying to find the door. Yeah, Mark, it's called a bunk heater. So the separate little vent down there, well, that one right there is your heater. And it's actually just a little box that's back there in that compartment. And then for the AC, you have like vents up top and you have all these vents in the bottom. But yeah, the bunk heater, it says a little glow plug in there. That's it's pretty reliable, and it heats up quick. It gets you warm real quick. So last night I slept like a baby. Slept so good that you wake up kind of like wondering where you're at, kind of thing. I was like, well, oh yeah, I'm in middle of Pennsylvania. Got to pick up some load. Lost comments, sorry. Wear a mask if you go out. I do have my little mask. And just trucking masks just became available. They're Carhartt ones. This isn't the Carhartt one. This is just another one I have that my insurance guy, Barry Downey, sent me. Look up Barry Downey in my insurance videos. If you're in the Southeast, he can really help you on your rates. All right, Warner's backing up now. I lost the comments. Josh, I have not. I'm talking about the seller of that 587 Peterbilt. It's kind of coming around now. He's starting to message me on Facebook, so we'll see if that works out. But he hasn't touched the fuel pump in the 4 years he's owned the truck, so that's a little scary. And he had a overhead ran last December, so it's been a year. So it needs an overhead ran, and I'm just gonna pull the valve cover, FaceTime Allison, my mechanic, and video it. I know kind of what to look for, but she knows even more what to look for. And then I'm gonna try and if I can pull the pump and see that it has the new plungers in it, then hopefully it doesn't have any damage to the crankshaft, because the plungers in these fuel pumps and these Cummins if they weren't switched out quick enough, they could hurt the crankshaft over time. If your crankshaft's hurt, you're going to need an outer frame, which means you got to take the whole motor out to replace that crank, which is not good. Should get a Tesla. I don't know if I can afford that, man. Coal winder. You got to stick with these $15,000 trucks and kind of know how to turn a wrench. I know how to change an electric motor, but I don't have the money for those lithium battery packs and all that kind of stuff. C15 is a great motor, man. The 3406 is a great motor. The 6NZ is a great motor. The C15 of the years from like 2007 to 2012, try and stay away from that motor because the emissions were new and it really bogged down every motor. So, very best in 2021 from Ontario, Canada. Bill White, you too, man. I hope that 2021's just profitable and easy for everyone. Make this a better life. I hope we can get back to congregating in public and going to sporting events and stuff. I really enjoyed that part of life, so hope we can get back there. There you go. Del Rey, he's got the 3406 in his the Del Rey. What's the difference between a 3406 C and B? What's the difference in those ending of the number sequence? I don't know what that means. Is the C and the B at the end of the 3406? Shopped auto and home insurance every morning. Waiting to buy a truck. Cummins Detroit 2012. Yeah, 2012, 2013 manufacturer date for the motor, and newer if you're going to go with a late model truck. Brandon, I'm over in Tyrone, Pennsylvania. I can't read that comment. What does it say? Just driving. You're the man too, man. Thanks for stopping by. Happy prosperous New Year. You too from El Paso, Jeff. What's up from Peoria, Arizona? There you go. CH Little, that's where we live. We used to live on 75th Avenue in the 101, right there at the Arrowhead Country Club golf course. CH Little. Right by Arrowhead Mall. About Volvo with automatic. I don't have a problem with Steven with the automatics. Just make sure it's been run through and it's running good. See you later, Bill. God bless you. 6NZ's bulletproof. There you go, Dustin. It's like a 4.0 Jeep motor, huh? It's a bulletproof engine. Or a 4.7 Toyota motor, bulletproof. Chile, UK. Good Christmas, you too, Steven. CB is totally mechanical. That's what I'm, Del Rey, that's what I'm thinking. I gotta have a CB just because in case everything 5G goes down or these phones stop working, what are we gonna do? We're not gonna be able to talk to each other over YouTube anymore. Pennsylvania loads, Marlin, yeah, they pay pretty good. The Carolina loads pay pretty good going up here too, so. Happy New Year to you too, Mopar Bob. Going to Pittsburgh, Cuttstown, Florida, maybe see you out there. There you go, Brandon. We're running the same roads, man. Good day from Australia. What's going on, Jamie? Warner is next to us now. Still red light, but truck along with Kiersey. Be safe and Happy New Year. Thank you for that super chat, Kiersey. And God bless you and Happy New Year to you too. We got tomorrow's our last day of 2020. Hopefully it starts new in 2021. B is mechanical injection. E is electronic. Oh, okay. That's cool, Wolverine. Thanks for telling me that. So mechanical. So the B is going to be an older code for it, then an E is going to be newer. So you mean electronic injection like for the injectors? You got a mechanical mechanism that's going to make them fire, and then electronic injection for the E? I didn't know that. C15 is 2005, 200,000 on rebuild. If you got documents, Maverick, on the rebuild, 05 is right before the emissions really start getting bad with the DPF. So yeah, I would go for that one, dude. If you got, just make sure they're verifiable with the shop. Yeah, Rumble, I'm 6'5", man. You're 6'5", about 260, 265 right now with the holiday, extra holiday banana bread from my aunt, all the good stuff T-Dub's been making. But easy on the dollars. Good CB, but easy on the dollars. There you go. When the traffic backs up, other than that, just a bunch of trash talk. Yeah, that's the thing about CB. I think it would just be a crisis situation because the squelch and the static, I can't stand it. I don't like it. I'm a very noises bother me. Like, it's weird. I have a weird mind where like pouring water sometimes bothers me, or people drinking water. It's so weird. I don't know why it bothers me, but I hate like a commercial that has like water pouring. It's like chalkboard to me. I don't get why. The W9 is the early production 95 3406B. Okay. My W9 is the last early production. Okay. All paperwork. There you go, Maverick. Yeah, that might be a good find for you, dude. The C15, 200,000. Go for it, dude. You feel good about it. You know the guy that's selling. Not know him, but you feel like they're good people. Just driving. Thanks a lot for that super chat, man. I try to be good for my family. That's what drives me, dude. That's what brings me up to Pennsylvania and takes a bunch of water to Costco. Is that plus the rebuild of those showers that we're doing right now, the floors. It's a little pricey. I don't like to go into debt. I like to work real hard, pay for it, and then it's taken care of. It's done. You get equity in the home from it, a little bit, not much, but it's kind of like saving. I like to do that. I like to pay for it with what I got right now. Clarence, yeah, they love the park, man. We just try to have fun with them. Just think about when you were a kid, man. Like, what you loved going to the park and swings and slides. And when we found that house, it was another blessing from God that the backyard's a park. So, I mean, every chance I have, I say, hey, you guys want to go to the park? And they're like, yep. They grab a little Gatorade and some chips, and we go to the park, and they make some new friends. And we're blessed also to be where the parks are still open, and you can kind of, if you want to, you can hang out with people and be around them. Social distance, but kids can be kids. Kids can play. That's what I love about it. I love playing with my brother and all of our friends back in Anaheim, California at Brookhurst Village, Brookhurst and Ball, Brookhurst Street and Ball. Is the corner of those two streets is where I spent the best years of my childhood growing up with my brother. Dave, I won't be getting a new trailer, man. The second truck will be a backup in case catastrophic. God praying not doesn't happen, but that would be a backup truck in case something happens to this truck. Cole Winder, thanks a lot for that super chat, that emoji. That's awesome. But it'll be a backup truck, and then maybe down the road, maybe I'll lease on 2 guys to this truck and the 587 if I get that truck, and maybe I'll go get that W9 379 that everyone loves to see. I love those trucks too, but I can't justify the price right now. You're paying $30,000 extra for a good-looking truck when it has the same drivetrain as. Well, it doesn't have a cat, doesn't have the 600 horsepower big one, but some of the W9s don't have that much either. They have like 500, 550. I can't justify the extra money right now when I got a lot of stuff going on at home that I need to spend my extra money on, is those kids and building up a little future for them. So that's what I try to do. And it lets me be home more too when everything's paid off. This truck will be paid off, and I'm trying to buy the next truck cash so that I just don't have a truck payment still. I can turn up my 30 with hand tools. There you go. It's like an old carburetor, man. You change the floats in it and tune it the way you want it. A fleet owner. Jeff, it won't be a fleet owner. It'll be like a apprenticeship. They're gonna have to run their own authority, not under my numbers. I'll help them start their own authority, and then they will lease the truck from me, that kind of deal. And after maybe 2 years of them with their own authority, me kind of show them the ropes. After 2 years, their insurance is going to drop drastically. Hopefully they're making good money and the market's so good and they can cover their expenses for any maintenance and all that stuff. And of course I already have the engines and the ends with knowing how to work on them and what's going to happen to them. So unless there's a catastrophic accident, they'll be pretty set with whoever. I don't know how I'm going to pick those people either, who's going to run with me. And maybe I'll do a contest for that. Maybe I'll do you have to have 5 years experience. I don't know, a clean record. And then you can enter the contest to be one of the lease people that comes out of, if you want to be a lease person, if lease purchase, but a real lease purchase where you own the truck after 2 years and you don't have a maintenance account, you can pay for your own stuff. That kind of thing. Not a typical lease purchase like these megas do. Just work with me for 2 years, give me 10% of your gross, and I'll teach you what I know, and 10% of your net. We'll see how it works out. I got to work out all the schematics of it, but that seems like something that would be easy to do. me learning more and more about the industry every day, and then I'll still be running too, but maybe I'll have a W9 or a 379 to kind of have the YouTube channel even have a wider spectrum of audience with the cool stuff that truck will bring to the channel, the way it looks, kind of the show truck aspect. But right now we're still focused on building a good nest egg and paying off what we got, and hopefully get my house paid off before I do all that stuff. TV reality contest, that'd be a cool contest, huh? Company driver to 2 years of your own authority program with a dude that did it out of CDL school. So money no object, W9 or 990. I don't like the way that I like the classic 900, man. The 990 it looks like a mixture of modern and old. I think it looks good, but it doesn't look like a W9. Doesn't look like that classic old Freightliner Classic XL or W9 or 379 truck. I really like the old like 359 circle lights, like the what's his name, Easy Rider. I love watching Easy Rider, guys. If you don't know who he is, I don't know the number, I think it's 990 or something like that, but look up Easy Rider Trucking, and he's a great guy that he's like rebuilt a 359 himself. And look up him if you want to have like more insight on like removing an axle or changing out gears in an axle or changing out your kingpins in your front tire and your front axle. He does all the big heavy stuff too, but he does everything with the truck. So he's a cool guy to watch. Very informative. I got lost comments again. Doing flatbed. New to the channel, awesome. Driver here. Frey Miller driver here. Waving hand. What's up, Donald? How you doing, man? I'm drinking my wife's water. I have a 7359 record. That's awesome, man. Del Rey. 359. Just those circle lights. Like I like the classic look of it. Looks pretty cool. I mean the new 379s and all that with those cool new HID lights and all that. Those are you know you got a cool truck when you got those, but those old ones look pretty cool too. Owner Robin, 4 years. There you go, Gary. Stick with it, man. Try and make it 2 years if the market's good. Just quicker sooner the better. You have more freedom with what you want to do. Moving, ever plan on moving? Yeah, SC the best place for what you do. It's where, if I move, maybe in Florida. I love the warm climate. But right now, SC is where family's at, so that's why we're here. So, and where we live is really, it's a blessing because we're between Charlotte and Atlanta, and then we have the Tennessee Mountains like right above us. So you can do what you want to do. And then there's 3 lakes right around us that we can go. Everything is now video gaming and TVs to play with toys and head. Yeah, that's why I really try to push my boys. One of my boys, Cash, my oldest, he's got that electronic bug. He loves his iPad. He loves games on it. My second child will do that for a little bit, but then he's like, I want to go outside. Like, he always wants to go outside. He wants to go do something. He has that bug he plays with bugs and he goes and digs stuff and brings in all kinds of stuff. And then my third child, I think, is going to be more like my second child. He tries to break out of the back door constantly. He knows how to unlock it now, Tank. He knows how to unlock the deadbolt and the other one and open the door. So now we have to put it, I'm going to have to get one of those hotel locks on top so he can't get out, because we're constantly wondering if he's breaking out of the house into the garage or the backyard. So that boy is a handful, but we love him. And he'll like break out of the back door. If you see my backyard, he'll go all the way out to the backyard and like go down into the little valley we made to the park. And he's like halfway to the park and we're screaming at him, we're yelling, running out there. And he looks at us like, what? What are you doing, buddy? Anything without DEF, yeah, it does make it a better tractor. But I don't know how long before regulation says that those trucks are going to be like, I don't know, you can't buy them anymore or what they're going to do with them. But it seems like we're getting more and more regulated all the time. What year did Volvo start putting DF? 2007, I believe, was the first year. What is back, Terry? Are you talking about with that video with the guy? Yeah. When I say back it up, Terry, of course I'm talking about the guy with the fireworks. It's hilarious. The first time I saw that video, I was like, back it up. He's just like sitting sideways trying to move backwards, and he's messing with his joystick. I don't know if his thing died right there or what happened, but he had a major malfunction with fireworks flying all around him. Oh my goodness. Oh, we're green, guys. Finally. We got it. So God bless you guys. Oh, there's T-Dubs. T-Dubs, I'm going to check your text message now. Outside this morning's 40 degrees. It's 39 here now. Yeah, David, I'm still in PA. I'm going to be in Monrovia. I don't know how that's how you said it. I'm probably stopping like Fredericksburg Maryland, because it's right by Monrovia. Just stop at a Walmart or something with some food. I want to sit down. Well, you can't sit down and eat anywhere in Pennsylvania, so I'll probably just order some food and watch some TV in the truck. And I'd go just get an early night because I deliver at 4 a.m. And I'm coming back to you, T-dubs. T's and P's that my fan clutch holds up. If it doesn't, then we might to disassemble on the side of the road. Who knows? But yeah, green light. We got to go, guys. Marlon, see you later. T's and P's to everybody. And T-dubs, think about it. People want a live feed on like New Year's Eve at Ball Drop. We'll see what we can do for you guys. They'll probably be on T-dubs channel though, so check her out at Just Truckin' Wife on YouTube. And thank you everyone for the super chats and all the thumbs up. God bless you. Stay safe out there. And let's get to 2021 and see what